SoFloRadio.com, and SoFloTelevision.com. Since the dawn of civilization, the elusive quest in pursuit of the perfect drink continues to evolve. Now more than ever, we reap the rewards of this passion. The perfect vintage, the finest brew, or a spirit of optimum age and class. And now, SoFloRadio.com invites you to discover the wonderful world of booze by the glass.
Well, hello, everybody.
Remember the first time I said that?
Welcome.
You said, what's hot?
You screwed up my whole intro, George.
Sorry.
Jeez, man. Hello, everybody. Welcome to By the Glass. I had a great intro for you, but George messed that up.
I screwed it up. I'm distracted.
Well, how about my guest host, Ivan Vader?
I find it like a faith disturbing.
But that he won't screw up. Hey, everybody. Welcome to By the Glass. I'm your host, Brett Hubbard, and I'm welcoming you to explore a wonderful time tonight because we have a really great show in store for you. It's a Halloween show, of course. We are gearing up for the holiday, and we brought in some crazy people. Of course, Jason couldn't make it tonight. Wish he could be here. But,
we love you, Jason.
We definitely have Holly Blakney on my right here, and she's just
I am here.
She's here.
Boy, is she.
Yes.
And she's dressed up so lovely in her fantastic pole dancer outfit.
Oh, yeah. And should I stand up?
Yes,
please.
Oh.
Show everybody.
Yes, you should.
Do a little spin around for everybody. Fantastic. And
Good Lord.
Out recently and do some pole dancing for everybody out there. I mean, in a class that not in a.
I did
Studio.
my pole show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, how'd that go for you?
It was pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah? All right,
all
fantastic.
over that pole.
All right.
Is there going to be another one? Because I don't remember why I couldn't make it, but it was really important. Like that's in the family or
super
something.
I don't know why you couldn't make it either.
Trust me, there
I
was
sent you a
something-
personal text and everything. I was like, please be there. And I was looking
Wow.
everywhere.
I don't
for
remember
you.
why, but it might have been like my daughter's wedding weekend or something crazy like that. So
Well,
really good
come
excuse, I
on.
know.
What are your priorities now, George?
telling you.
Come on.
Oh, give me another chance! I'm begging you. Oh my God.
Well, I definitely was there via Instagram.
Oh, were you there by Instagram?
Yeah, I was
Fantastic.
following.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we got a great show tonight, and of course, the show is about beverage culture, everything in between. We even have some spirits, some ghoulish spirits here. Yes, they're haunting. You know, this is quite an old building we're in, so you never know when ghosts are actually present.
Right.
And the holiday spirits are all about some amazing things.
The holiday.
That's right.
Spirits.
I
George,
love
you look a little bit
Halloween.
like Michael Myers over there. Is that something that you're trying to?
A little around the eyes.
Yeah, just a little bit. Absolutely.
That's because I'm a killer.
A little,
You are
a
a
little in the
phantom.
personality.
A phantom of sports. Of sorts.
I'm a stalker today. This is my Holly Stalker costume, if you wonder what I am.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
There she is. Oh my God.
And now I'm going to be going to the grocery store after this, so just so you can
I know that.
stalk
I know
me
your
a
schedule.
little
I have it
better.
memorized.
Perfect.
Such a
Not
young
weird.
Michael Myers. Fantastic. We're going to be making some crazy drinks tonight. We're going to be making one that looks like brains splattering down the side of a wall.
Excellent.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, have you seen that one?
Yes, I have.
What? That's the one that you had. It's called the brain hemorrhage.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
be great. It's gonna it's kind of a little bit of a foo-foo drink, but you have some girly schnapps in there, some Irish cream, and some grenadine. So we
Sounds
could
good
actually
to
add
me.
some vodka to it if we want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're talking.
That would okay, Jack.
The only step is the last part to make it look
Jack
like the
doesn't have
brains.
his show tonight, so he can get as drunk as he wants.
No, yeah, we do.
Yeah, they do.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to be careful this time.
Fantastic. Well, this is a show about having fun and just celebrating the holidays and also some of the great things that go on during the holidays. Hey, just because it's the holidays, don't forget all the candy and all the good fun and all the goodies and everything that go along with all these great beers and wines that we're going to be having tonight. Holly brought along some good stuff that she would
Yeah,
pair
she
up
did.
with these. Some definitely. What do you got there, Holly?
Oh, you're talking about
well,
the food.
Oh, the food,
I
yeah.
obviously went to great trouble baking these
Some wonderful
delicious,
things. Those are some lovely cupcakes.
mini spice pumpkin cupcakes
Ooh.
to go along with our
Wow.
Halloween theme today.
Nice.
And I even packaged them and put a label on them.
That's fantastic.
To make it look very
You didn't have to go to
professional.
that trouble.
And then the other, pumpkin cheesecake
What's that say?
bars.
Blakeney Farms on there?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Made from scratch.
Tasty food.
All right, so we're fantastic. We got some pairing going. I mean, we bring it to you all on By the Glass Show. Welcome to By the Glass, is a show about beverage culture, coming to you every Thursday at 6 o'clock on SoFlo Radio and ByTheGlassShow.com. This will be replayed on Thursday. It's Tuesday today. Yeah, I figure, wow, deja vu, man. We just did this like 4 or 5 days ago. It's fantastic, though. We live
We're
to
flexible.
bring
We're
you-
dynamic.
Yeah, we live to bring you beverage culture at its finest and some of the other finer things in life as well. And tonight we have a full show for you. We're going to have some wine, some beer, and of course we're going to make up a crazy drink that you should, definitely have on Halloween. It's fun to make in front of the kids and everything, brain hemorrhage. And then you can shoot it down and scare them all out of their wits. So, yeah, we're going to also have Mr. Ed Roberts is just freshly back in from
Germany.
Germany,
Right?
yeah. He was all around Germany. He went to Oktoberfest, and he went down to Munich, to Berlin, and he went to the city of Eye, and not a bloody eye, but an Eyinger. So he went to city Eyinger, and it's really amazing because it's one of the oldest, most well-renowned cities for producing beer in Germany, and he's going to tell us all about that. And we do have that Oktoberfest Marzen from Eyinger that we will be pouring, and we're going to be pairing that with definitely Holly's lovely cupcakes.
Whoa,
Just
take
letting
it
it go.
easy there, Brett.
No, the ones you made.
Oh, I brought cupcakes. Oh,
those
I'm sorry.
cupcakes.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
jeez,
Yeah.
guys.
I wasn't sure what you were talking
Boy,
about.
I'm blushing over here.
If you didn't say
So-
mini cupcakes, I would have left out the confusion.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
I've been blushing for 45 minutes, so
Okay.
welcome to the club.
So we're gonna have the Southern Tier Warlock on. Ooh, we got to get a picture of you with the Warlock bottle before you go. I'm sure they're gonna want to use it on their website. And that's an
I hope
Imperial
so.
Stout brewed with pumpkins. Okay, so we'll be able to match that with some of the food as well. Warlock, it's brewed to enchant the palate. Ooh, that sounds just enchanting. And we're also gonna have it's a mixture of a stout and an Imperial pumpkin ale. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. So what?
She's a bad.
You guys gonna be
she's
bad
a
all the time.
bully. She's a.
Oh,
It's this outfit, I'm
know,
telling
I
you. I
watch-
can't behave when I'm in it. I just can't.
That's okay.
I have to be naughty and bad.
Well, it is Halloween. Fantastic.
Naughty
Dark
Holly.
and mysterious. Wow. And I'm not talking about
It
Halloween.
has spikes on it for crying out loud.
That's
How can
right.
you blame me?
George, you put an ie out with that thing.
That's what I'm hoping.
If he can get that close.
You're not that fast.
By the way, we haven't started drinking, ladies and gentlemen. So
Oh, no, I got to.
You could have a 5-minute head start.
Actually, I'm waiting for the beer to get cold. I don't even think it is yet. So we're hoping. But I know definitely.
It'll be
we got-
cold
we got a
compared to
few
the room
minutes.
temperature.
good times.
Oh, but check it out. We got a nice Merlot today called the Velvet Devil. Ooh, Velvet. Ed picked some of these out. Did he pick these with you in mind?
I
Velvet Devil.
I hope
Possibly.
he did.
Sounds like a podcast. Oh my lord. Anyway, so yeah, fantastic. It's gonna be really nice. It's so naughty and so very, very nice. Very cool. It's a balanced, rich, and explosive. George, it's explosive.
Yeah, it is.
Not the only thing in this room.
Wow. Very cool. Yeah, but so we got a bevy of all wonderful cocktails, and we're going to talk about how some great ways that we can pair them up with some of these great different excellent little treats that Holly brought tonight. So awesome. So what we're going to do is, why don't we go and grab the Eyinger? I don't know how cold it is, but we'll get some cups ready.
The beer. What color is that wine that you brought?
Oh, we could definitely start with the wine. Why don't you grab both bottles of wine, please, Jack? Gentleman Jack's off into the other room. I obviously didn't say, we got Assistant Dio and Gentleman Jack. I like Intern Dio. That's his name. I like to call him that.
He's
Even though
graduated. He's an
graduated.
employee.
Well, what can we call him? We need to come up with a new name for Intern Dio.
Chewbacca.
You want to call him
Alley
Chewie?
oop.
No.
Somebody said
Well,
that
we
he
already
looked like
got
Alley-oop.
Gentleman Jack.
I shaved, so
Just
I
grab
lost
them
my
both.
title.
Yeah.
So
It
you
grows
lost
back.
the title? Can't call him Chewie. We could call him Chewie. That's pretty
Chewie
good.
You
works.
shaved this
Chewie works.
morning. That's your 5 o'clock shadow there.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Very cool. Okay, so we got the Pacific Edge Hell and Back Zinfandel. And it's kind of strange to start with a big Zinfandel like that. So let's start with the Velvet Devil.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm getting excited.
I'm wearing velvet gloves.
Very
And
cool.
I have a devil on my shirt. You can't tell because it's
Oh,
under,
and it's a
under
screw
the
cap.
cape.
George, who loves a screw around here more than you, huh?
Not with velvet gloves.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
They are for a purpose, though.
What are they for, George?
They feel good.
Strangling young ladies in elevators?
Sure. Yeah.
Let's give me
That's
the
it.
creepy music, and we'll talk about that. What was that one movie in the '60s with? It was a Hitchcock movie, I remember. And it was. Remember
which
the
one?
lady goes into the elevator and she gets strangled.
Was it the British one? The old British.
Yeah.
He's British.
I forget what the Frenzy.
No. Something
He was
Dressed to Kill or
in Frenzy. He was strangling people with his necktie.
right. But what was the one where they go into the elevator? It was.
Oh, that was
Angie
Dressed to
Dickinson.
Kill.
It was
that was Dressed to Kill. But
Yeah,
I don't think that was Alfred
awesome.
Hitchcock.
Yes, it
It
was.
was Brian De Palma.
Really?
Trust me.
Okay. Well, wasn't this one Brian De Palma though?
Maybe. I don't know. Somebody Google it that doesn't
I
have
thought you
velvet
just
gloves
said
on.
trust you.
Well, I mean, trust me about Dressed to Kill.
Well, I thought that was a Hitchcock movie. Okay, it's classic Hitchcock. But anyway, I'm
You
just
know,
pouring
Angie
stuff to taste. We
Dickinson's
can always taste more.
body double in that movie for when she got naked.
Yeah.
Not nearly as hot as Holly.
Aw.
thought it's
How are you
so
gonna
bad.
say
Just-
not
I'm
nearly
just gonna-
as hot as
Every reference, I'm gonna just steer it towards Holly.
Oh.
And that not
I
how hot she
appreciate it.
is.
You are a velvet devil.
Yeah.
I was
Hey,
talking
you
to
know,
Lauren.
there is an elevator here in this building.
It's a slow,
We can reenact.
creaky
that
mechanical
That
elevator.
sounds really good.
Great
Yeah.
idea.
What do you think? We should do something like that.
If you don't mind getting stuck in there.
She doesn't
Don't.
Down with George. I know.
Not claustrophobic
Listen.
whatsoever.
All right, whatever. Okay.
It might be a lot of things that won't be boring.
We have a pine box
You'll
over
have a-
here if you want to get.
You'll have a tale to tell
It is
afterwards.
Halloween.
You'll have an anecdote.
Well,
Trust me.
fantastic.
A tale to tell?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Kind of unfortunate that this show's about beverage culture because that means we got to talk about this wine here. Okay, so it's the Velvet Devil Merlot, Columbia Valley. Anybody know where that is? Huh?
Columbia?
Washington.
Oh.
That's pretty cool though
Wait.
because
It says on the bottle.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I got
it,
some
but I'm-
smoked
I've
fish
seen
in
it.
the mail yesterday from the Columbia River. Some smoked salmon. My
that's
brother-in-law caught it.
fantastic.
My brother-in-law was in town.
you know that would have gone really perfect with this.
You should have told me. They
Yeah.
gave me a recipe for fish dip.
Yeah, it's from Mattawa, Washington. Interesting thing, they really went all out on the label, white with black letters. But maybe they put a little bit more effort into the wine.
Yeah.
Am I
Wine's
getting wine on my
delicious.
mask?
Yeah, it's yeah,
Oh,
on my
geez.
It's all
face,
over.
man. I see
All
that,
over it.
yeah.
Oh well.
What do you think? So give me some ideas here. It's just blood red, like the devil himself.
It's
you know?
good. It's rich. It's
Yeah,
there's no bite to it.
Very
It's not
smooth.
really
Really
It's light.
Yeah, smooth. What do you think, Holly? Huh?
I like it.
It's very smooth.
Yeah, very smooth.
Interesting.
It's got a flavor.
Very nice. Anybody for seconds here? And let's see what we can maybe split a cupcake. Oh, we need some. Obviously, we're going to need a
We
couple.
got paper
of
plates,
some
paper
plates, and maybe
the-
some forks and
Under the
knives.
rickshaw hat, we have some knives.
Because what we're doing here is we're doing a
forks.
little pairing, and we're just going to throw some stuff together. And this is what you can do. You know, it kind of sounds funny, but after the kids go to sleep, bust out a bottle of wine and see what chocolates in the goodie basket. Raid
I
their
was just
candy,
about to
right?
raid the candy bag.
Yeah, you got to raid the candy bag and
absolutely.
see what kind of wines it goes good with and what kind of beers, right?
The Snickers
Sure.
is great with the Velvet Devil.
Yes.
What goes good with a Reese's?
Well, Reese's is peanut butter, so
Right.
it's a little bit more. So you want something, I would say a white wine that's going to cleanse the palate a little bit. You know what I mean? Something that's completely opposite. It's got some acid in it. It's going to clean that creaminess right off the palate. So definitely. Very cool. Whose hat is that? Waxy PM?
That's a rickshaw, autographed rickshaw hat.
Oh, is it? Very cool. That's one thing. Did you have a hat with your outfit?
No.
Oh, you didn't? No, we need
Don't
to,
need
we
one.
to get, no, I'm saying one of
No.
those like biker hats would have been.
I have a real fedora.
No, like like
No.
one of those like like Rob Halford and like his leather.
Oh, I have a bandana. I'm wearing it.
No.
Nah, that's all right.
No,
Have a-
we don't need to cover up the hair.
No, the hair is like perfect.
So let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got some mini
I already ate 2 of those.
cupcakes.
They're yummy.
Homemade
Fantastic. I'm gonna try a little
pumpkin
bit of this.
spiced mini cupcakes. Just remember how much love went into those.
Ooh.
And naughtiness.
I'm trying not to think about it. Holly.
So Holly, you're an animal trainer, right?
I am.
Yeah. How would you train an
absolutely.
animal like George?
She's doing it now. Done.
Let me just say
Anybody
that
wanna
I
split
wouldn't
this? No
use
knives,
the
forks?
methods I traditionally use.
Yeah. So tell me some of those methods.
Because she doesn't hit the dogs. For
How do you
one
get him
thing.
to sit?
She'd be smacking
I-
the fun out of me.
With George, I'd have to force him into it.
That's right. That's right. I'm very fractious.
Oh, yeah. I'd
I'm
have-
a little bit out of control.
That's the only time that I would advocate using a choke chain or a
I'll
prong
totally
collar.
chew on your things.
Choke chain.
Oh, yeah.
Things?
Uh huh. Yeah.
What things, George? Elaborate.
What do you got?
I'm all out of ideas. You're gonna have to throw some at me.
I gotta say, okay, so unfortunately, I'm like the boring guy who's gonna talk about booze. But this Velvet Devil and mixed with this cupcake
Ooh, would you
is
hand me
ridiculous. It's unbelievably good.
A cake in
I
a
can't
cup,
believe it.
please.
How did you know, Holly?
It's because I
Because
just
you're the
know.
devil himself, aren't
She's
you?
the devil.
I am
Herself.
actually,
Really?
and that's I've been told that more than
She
once.
says, Brett, why else do you think I'm on
today.
this show except for my wonderful pairings of food
Thank
and
you.
wine? Obviously,
I had a thought.
This is really good. I can't believe it.
I'm gonna need a napkin. I'm all dirty.
George is like, ask and you shall receive.
Go ahead. You time me, baby.
These are the softest napkins I've ever held.
Nothing but the best for you. Your
What
whims
are
are my
these?
to-do list.
So let's see how this works. I need a napkin.
Yeah, they're
Down the hall, bro.
Screw you.
Yeah, I knew that was
there's a whole
it.
bunch of them over there inside the plastic wrappers.
Yeah, this is really good. This is a great table wine, and it's just a simple Merlot from Columbia Valley. Interesting thing, there's a lot of good Merlot up there in the Columbia Valley. This one's he said it's about $10, but it seems to have a little bit more of
That
complexity.
does go well together.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's really interesting because the
I'm shocked.
well, guys, who would ever thought that red wine would go well with the spiced pumpkin?
Ed Roberts probably
I
did.
did. I did. Why do you think I
Holly?
thought that?
Well, I was just about to get to that point. Holly did, obviously. And the fact of the matter is that what do you think that the wine's got a little bit of fruitiness and it cuts through? And did you
Yeah.
try yours, George?
I'm
It
getting
actually
to it.
gets rid
Spice
of
and
the
the
spice.
fruit.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
Put
They
it in
really
your
do.
mouth, George.
I'm going to. Did I mention lately that how much I love Ed Roberts? Just with a deep, deep
He'll be
heterosexual
calling
love.
in and
Ed's he's been on the phone for 5 minutes.
Oh, you know what? Has he really?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Wow, he's been on the phone. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What I want to start doing when I talk about people when people call in, I want to say, and we're going to have this specialist calling in, and right now for you folks, we're going to have just back from Germany with all kinds of really great interviews and introspects on the Eyinger Brewery, Mr. Ed Roberts. And then we turn the phone on.
That's
And
an
then-
awesome introduction.
there you go. Fantastic. Boy, Ed, I don't think, George could love you anymore. Of course, I can never love you anymore every day. And then Holly...
You're my hero, Ed!
Holly just loves you. So,
I love
mean,
you so much, Ed.
Thanks for being
know.
on the show.
And I would have preferred to have been there in studio, but I'm still jet lagged from my trip from Germany. I got back on Friday, and I've worked every day since. So I needed some
Boo-hoo.
time this afternoon.
You are
Oh, you're
a true
missing the view.
professional.
You're
I've
too
seen
bad.
the pictures. I know what I'm missing.
Are you? Yeah, I was wondering if anybody's watching this actually on their computer at home. It's a really great shot we got going here. We got the whole background, the Miami, the scene.
This is a show you should be watching and not listening to,
It's a Halloween show, folks.
Or both.
Yeah.
or both. Yeah.
I'm dressed up as a real stiff corporate ass, and we got what do we got? We got George
Holly
over here.
Stalker.
And then we
Stalking
got
Holly.
Yeah, we got the devil himself.
Love
and
that.
then we got
Uh,
our pole queen.
yeah. Oh.
sure.
Play that
Ooh,
part
I
very
like
well,
that,
Brett.
Brett.
Pole
That was
queen.
good.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was
Yeah,
really
she's a
good.
she's our pole queen.
You know why I stalk Holly, right?
Why
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I want to know why.
Well, let's start with how
on.
hot you are.
When are you putting a
Continue.
poll in studio, George?
It's in right now. It's just we got to sand the splinters off of it. It's a long story. It was a spur of the moment kind of a
George
poll.
bought a really cut rate wooden pole instead of a metal
Yeah,
one.
wouldn't
Yeah.
you know it?
Work. Wouldn't you know it?
I can't see that as being too much fun, but who knows?
Well,
Pulling the splinters
wait till I
out
get
later.
a layer of shellac on it, and let's see what you say.
Fantastic. So I think we're going to send. I think Jack's in the next room. Jack, you want to grab the Eyinger, the Oktoberfest, the Murtzen, and please elaborate on your wonderful trip, sir.
Oh, I mean, it was the trip of a lifetime.
Tell us everything,
I've
Ed.
been on. It's outstanding. The other big trip I went to was California, and I came in studio after that, and I talked about that trip.
Right.
And this was the beer equivalent of that. Actually, I went to Dr. Heidelman's, who we had Sven on the show in
Dr.
the
Heidelman's
past. and
Bugvila.
that was a fantastic visit to that winery. And then I went to Eyinger, I went to Von Stefaner, I went to Kronbacher. And one of the interesting things about the trip was, here when we talk to craft brewers, one of our first questions we ask them is, where are you at compared to capacity? And are you going to be able to
Holly,
give
what
me,
did you do to the beer?
beer to sell?
The beer.
And
Saw me in my
so-
outfit.
whenever
the
I
only
asked
thing
that
that's gone,
question there, they kind of looked at me funny. And the example I'd give you was standing in Kronbacher. There was a picture that Cigar City had posted recently of a big fermenting tank or a big tank that they had got, and I was standing at Kronbacher on top of 44 of those, and to put their production capacity in perspective, they told me they could take all their beer they make, add the entire production of Sam Adams for a year, and they'd still have space to make more beer. There.
Wow. And those guys are,
And then-
those guys are all loggers. So I mean, they're sitting on that beer
Yeah.
for at least 6 weeks.
Yeah, that's an excellent point, Brett. Because they're most of our craft breweries are making ales which are quicker for them to make, and these breweries in Germany are doing beers that take them longer to make, and it's not an issue at all.
So,
But
yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
The trip to Eyinger is in the city of Eying. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's about 45 minutes from Munich.
Didn't,
Still in Bavaria.
Yeah, didn't they rename it from Nowheringer?
That's pretty much what it was. We got there a couple hours early, and we thought we would kill some time and look around. And quickly we realized about the most exciting thing we could do would be to take a nap in the car waiting for it to open. And we were lucky because they did get us in early for our tour, so that worked out okay. And the brewery is, spot clean. You can lick the floor, and that's the case in a lot of American breweries.
Right.
But the difference there is we picture Germany as this old world brewing country, and you're probably going to see very old equipment, and it's not that way at all. At Eyinger and also at the other breweries we went to, you saw the latest and greatest technology, and we have a lot of local breweries in Florida that have brewing staffs that are much larger than these breweries I went to and make a fraction of the beer. In Eyinger, their entire brewing staff is like 3 people because they have all this modern equipment that is all automated.
It's interesting you say that. You would think that when you go to Germany that you're going to see all this old antiquated equipment. I think BMWs and Mercedes, walk into these people's houses and they got this stainless steel, appliances, and Germans and especially Germans, because I know a few German people in the U.S. and their houses smell so freaking clean that you're you know what I mean? It's you can't even get that kind of clean. These people are unbelievable engineers. I would just imagine these places to be like you said, just off the charts.
Yeah, and I mean, Brett, you've been to a lot of breweries, and I've never seen this in an American brewery. Their system, their computer system is so good that, let's say that they have a problem in the middle of the night with their system, the system will call the brewer at home on his cell phone and tell him exactly what the problem is, and he doesn't live very far away. So let's say, God forbid, he had to go in and fix something. I've never heard of an American craft brewery having that. Have you run into that at all?
No, I've never heard of that at all. I do know about the automation aspect and the fact that they're running 24 hours a day, and that but no, that's unheard of. And
the German beers, everywhere we went, they're so technically perfect. They have so much brewing history and heritage. The Eyinger Brewery is a 5th or 6th generation family owned, and their beers, like I said, technically great. They get the best moment of the trip from a beer standpoint was having a beer straight off the bright tank, unfiltered there, and a lot of breweries won't let you taste that beer. They don't have the guts to let's say allow you to try that, and that was a great moment.
Ed, I'm going to smack you the next time I see you because you put me in the middle of these two, and they're like a couple of school kids. I swear to God. If anybody's watching the whole time you've been talking, they're sitting there making faces at each other, doing sign language. It's let's go. It's hilarious.
It's because of the deep love.
And they're both in costume.
Well,
If we ask George to say
I'm probably
We have a
boring
connection.
Holly. She likes beer, but more about drinking it, not hearing about stuff like this.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
But,
you're right,
yeah,
Ed. You know me so well.
So, Ed, talk to me about this beer. We're drinking the Eyinger. It's an Oktoberfest Marzen. That means it's made in March, drunk in Oktoberfest time, which is the harvest time, October, of course. But this one's rather light, not very dark for an Oktoberfest. I smell nice toasted malts. Of course, it's a lager, just lightly hopped. Tell me a little bit about this one, maybe some of your views on it.
this one is phenomenal. This is hands down my favorite Oktoberfest beer I've ever had, and it's
Your
highly
favorite
rated.
ever?
Yes, yes.
That's pretty good.
Ever?
I say that without ever.
It's very good.
And
It's really good.
It's highly rated. They've won all kinds of awards for it. And I don't think there's a better example of the Oktoberfest style out there than this one. And it's interesting because, some people don't know this, but Oktoberfest is actually in September, and they're from Bavaria, which is the heartland of
That doesn't make any
Oktoberfest,
sense to me.
Yeah, I'm so
Yeah.
confused.
I object.
But they're not allowed in the festival. The only beers that are allowed in the festival are the ones that are produced in Munich. So
Hofbrau
this is
and Spaten.
that's kind of funny.
Ein Originals. Yeah, there's originals that were actually produced in the Munich city limits, and those are the ones. There's like 6 original Oktoberfest beers, and
Correct.
Hofbrau and Spaten I know are 2. We had Patrick London call in from Spaten for 2 years ago
Yep.
for Oktoberfest. Yes, Paulaner. Some of the oldest ones, actually, Paulaner. Those guys really take the cake when it comes to the firsts of everything. They're the ones who actually got Doppelbock on the map and got it actually consecrated by the Pope in Italy. Amazing stuff. But this here...
Well,
this-
and
yeah.
also Eyinger makes Celebrator Doppelbock, which is I think one of the greatest examples of that style as well. And that's another one that's available year round that I'd highly suggest people try.
But you know what I find, and if anybody wants to jump in here, what do you guys find between this, let's say, and like a Sam Adams or an American Oktoberfest? It's creamy and it's all malt, right? Toasted malt.
There's a lot more flavor in this than a lot of
There's
the other
concentrated
Oktoberfest
flavor,
beers.
but it's cream. It's almost like eating a creamsicle.
Yeah.
It's so
it's very creamy.
You know where that comes from? There's a method called decoction brewing.
Okay.
Okay, now George, calm down. Okay, but
I
it's
didn't hear a
called
thing you said.
decoction brewing.
Oh, okay. Get it. All right.
That's where you decoct.
No macellating.
Totally different costume.
Now, did they show you any? Did they show you their decoction brewing over there in Germany? At all?
I would love
I
to
do
see
not.
it.
I do not remember that part of the tour.
This is turned into a totally.
They actually-
You'll need this.
Oh lordy! But here's the
Our
thing.
tour guide was a little old man named Otto that was wonderful. A lot of knowledge,
Autoerotic?
but I think if I asked him about his decoction, I don't know that he would have known what the hell I was talking about.
Well, just for the people
Mein
at home,
Gott.
people at home that don't know, what they actually do is they're making a mash right out of one single.
A monster mash?
Oh, you got the they make a mash.
You're late,
It's
George.
kind of a monster mash. This big mash. Anyway, they're mashing
that was pretty
in.
good.
That
And
was
they're-
really
They're
good.
mashing in, and what's
Definitely.
happening is they take a part of it away, and they take that part of it away, and they put it on a
my bong.
spooky cauldron, and as it starts to
Whoa.
boil, it actually starts to
That's
boil at a
pretty
higher temperature. Once it's boiling at that higher temperature, it kills off the enzymes. Then they cool it down, add it back to the original mash, and what it does is it adds a creaminess. And that's how you get a lot of that real full bodiness that you get in Bohemian Pilsners and Marzens and really classic German Pilsners. Go ahead, Ed.
Well, you summed it up. That's fantastic. And Dio made a good point. Basically, like they did with this beer, every beer they make is just a wonderfully flavored version of that style. And it just goes to show what true craftsmen they are at that brewery. They just make fantastic beers.
They certainly do. Fantastic. So you were in. So that was in Munich, and then you were in Berlin. You said in Berlin you couldn't find a good beer to save your ass, right?
Berlin is a wasteland. It's basically, it was built on a swamp. It smells bad. 30% unemployment.
Wow.
The craft beer bar there, the best beers you could get were like Brooklyn beer, which was huge there, and actually when I posted I was in Berlin on Facebook, Garrett Oliver asked me if I was going to the restaurant there, Das Meisterstruck, and that's their big outlet in Berlin, and they had all the Brooklyn beers and the beer. I tried the local beers, which were pretty awful. They have a long way to go. They were trying to do IPAs and pale ales, and they were, most homebrew here is better than what they were serving there as local IPAs.
That's fantastic. So, these guys are out of control. George is unbelievable. Wish you were here.
Yeah, Ed, I
Holly
wish
brought
you
in
were
some
here.
really wonderful, some pumpkin cheesecake and some cupcakes, and we just had the Velvet Devil with one of these spicy.
And it's
cupcakes.
all homemade, Ed.
It's all homemade, and it's fantastic.
Somebody's home.
Shut up, George, before I choke you to death.
Promise.
Yeah, later.
It is a Halloween show. You can probably choke me to death right on air.
That would be awesome.
I think we need to make room on SoFlo Radio for a show with Holly and George on a weekly basis.
I think that.
Okay. I mean, that sounds like a great idea. Let me mull that.
I think Ed is your new agent.
Ed's my life coach. I don't know if he's ever told you that, but
How about we do this?
Prepare to be bribed, Ed.
How can I benefit by the glass for this? How about if we do it as a lead-in to this show? You guys,
Yeah,
can
exactly.
Block every day.
Yeah. Woo!
Yeah, but it
That works for me.
it could be the
Works
pole
for
dancer
me.
show.
Got towels I barely ever use.
well, there's a first time for everything, isn't there?
That's what I'm hoping for.
Grr. You play your cards right.
We can use it as a lead-in for the by the glass.
Getting a trick deck.
And you can have another cupcake.
Or would you guys rather have it after the show so you're good and drunk by the time it starts? Huh?
Drunk.
Whatever. Dude, he doesn't care if it's in the middle of the night.
Holly's entertaining before and after, so either one.
Oh.
Hey!
Before and after.
How do you know, Ed?
Whoa.
That's not a story for on the air.
Okay.
Whoa.
Here we go.
I
Well
would
then.
like to hear that story.
She doesn't remember clearly.
Is Holly a
That's
blackout
my
drunk?
Hopefully.
So, please, Ed, tell us the rest if there's anything wonderful else that happened to you on your trip.
Vine Stefaner was a special treat. That's the oldest brewery in the world, and they're on a college campus,
Really?
which was pretty interesting. They're one of only 3 real brewing schools in the world,
Did you want
and the
No, not
the
right now.
facility is all brand or seems very new. Some of the outsides of the building are considered protected, and they can't make alterations to them. But
that's
inside, it all looks brand new.
a lot of Europe's like that. I was in Holland. We went to the city of Edam, and they make cheese there and clogs. And they were actually
Cheese and clogs.
they do. They make cheese and clogs. You've had Edam cheese before.
Can you get them in the same place? Like clogs
cheese
with
and clog
cheese in
factories
them?
right over here. Oh, cheese and clog factory this way. So
Well, I can already
they were
make cheese out
actually
of my clog.
replacing a stone in the street, and they had to get the same exact stone, like had an old stone from the batch, and they were replacing it with the same stone. Same thing with everything on the house. The place looks exactly like it did about 300 years ago. Unbelievable.
Yeah, and we had a brewing student that gave us the tour, and this guy, he'll be an asset to any brewery that he ends up around the world. He brews IPAs at home, and he was showing me pictures of beer travels and beers that he's enjoyed, and we were pretty much on the same page about what we like to consume, let's say. And he, the brewing students there are working on the latest and greatest technologies and so forth, and so Vine Stefaner has some things that they're doing that you won't see anywhere else in the world, and the brewery gets the benefit of having that school and being ahead of the curve. And these are all things that we'll see down the road in craft breweries years from now. And I mean, again, this is from the oldest brewery in the world in a very traditional brewing area, and you just would not expect that at all. It's amazing.
Yeah.
How's my cheesecake?
Very good.
It's outstanding.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about some interesting new stuff you saw over there. I know that you brought a couple bottles home for. Tell me a little bit about that.
They're starting to they're brewing a lot of things there that maybe Americans aren't ready for, and vice versa. I mean the IPAs would fit within the Reinheitsgebot, which is a lot of what handcuffs the German breweries there. That's the German purity law of what is it, 1516, I want to say. But they
1516.
they can only use, what year was it, Brett?
1516. Yeah.
Okay, so they can only use malt, hops, yeast, and water. They can't add fruit or anything, any of the crazy things that like Cigar City and these American craft breweries are doing. And the palates over there are not ready for those sort of beers anyway. 80% of the beer consumed there is lager, 20% wheat beer, and you also see a lot of radlers and beers mixed with lemonade and stuff. which is not really incredibly popular here. Although, I mean, there's certain niche beers that are doing it. And then you see a lot of non-alcoholic beer, which I did not understand.
I still don't understand that.
Well, the thing is that they like to actually drink beer. You know, they'd rather drink a beer type product than a soda or whatnot. So they'll drink a non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, but that ruins the fun.
Like Americans will drink soda.
They're not as tolerant over there. I'm not. We don't endorse drinking and driving, but I mean the BAC level there for being drunk on the road is .04, which is half of what it is here in America. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. But I mean, I felt weird when I tasted non-alcoholic beer. It wasn't awful. It's just not what I'm drinking beer.
There's something missing.
Yeah.
The alcohol.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So I don't think
20%. 20%.
Soon.
Yeah, 20%. You said on the Weissens and the wheat beers over there. That's grown quite considerably in the last 10 years.
I did see their version of Infinium at Weinstefaner that they collaborate with Sam Adams on, and they produce it. Sam does it over here as an every other year sort of special release, and then over there they're doing it year round. But it's like a $35 bottle there, and I did have that at their restaurant. And it's just not really what the German people are looking for. They're very traditional. So it'll be interesting to see in our lifetime if their palates start to change and maybe they adopt some of the things that that we like here in America, like pale ales and IPAs.
Very cool, very cool. Well, we can't thank you. We can't thank you for inviting Holly on the show. I mean, such wonderful pairings.
But Ed, I am disappointed. That was not the story that I was hoping you were going to tell when he asked if you had another story.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What, Ed?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the right answer.
That's a story for a different show. That's when your show with George starts. That's a story for
Friday.
For that.
Perfect.
I'll check my calendar.
Geez, can I be a guest, George? I'll bring the wine.
Sure, yeah.
You bring alcohol, you're a guest on George's show.
Or Holly.
Or Holly.
Yeah,
Get alcohol, or if you're me.
Sure.
By the way, this is really good. This Sweet Devil stuff, or the Velvet Devil. Very good. You
With
said it was
the
like $10.
I thought you
right?
liked that. That was on the wine bar over the weekend at Total Wine, and it was a big hit. And it's $12.99.
Yeah, this
$12.99.
and anything pumpkin is awesome. Both the cupcake and
we're finding that Holly, what a
cheesecake.
great pairing she makes with these
What a
wonderful
great
wines.
pairing I make.
Yeah,
He paused on purpose.
yeah, he was waiting. He said
I
pear
agree.
and then ing.
Yeah, that you made with these cupcakes, and she brought in some cupcakes and the pumpkin fudge and the mini cupcakes. They go so great with the wine.
I know. That's why I brought them.
Yeah,
I just
they're
knew.
really, really good. So we're really
She's
appreciating
an
that.
accidental pairing professional.
She is. Well, did you remember in the 70s when the guy tripped and his chocolate fell in his peanut butter? No, your peanut butter fell in my chocolate. It's
No,
kind of like one of those
I
things,
wasn't
right?
born yet.
Okay, well, you
Two
don't really
great
have
tastes
to
that taste
remember.
great together. Like me and Holly.
Yeah, there you go. Well, okay. So thanks so much, Ed, for calling in with your wonderful stories. Not necessarily the story that Holly wanted to hear, but the story that all our audience wanted
Or
to
the
hear.
rest of us.
Once again, we are a show about beverage culture, and we're coming to you live from Hollywood. Yeah, baby. And we are presenting some of these really great beverages and a lot of great stories and great food and great people and all kinds of good stuff. So thanks, Ed. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to have more great products, and we're going to have more great pairings, and we're going to have more great costumes because it's our Halloween show on By the Glass on SoulfulRadio.com.
Professional consultants behind your home or business computer with Key Information Solutions, providing solutions to your internet and computing needs while keeping you on the cutting edge of technology. Preventative maintenance and networking support, hardware and custom-built computers. Let Key Information Solutions be your personal tech staff for your home or office with affordable hourly, monthly, or annual rates to fit anyone's budget. Call Key Information Solutions now, 954-973-3374. That's 954-973-3374. Or visit keyinformation.com.
When you're ready to actually lose weight safely and steadily while being monitored by a physician, the Weight Loss Clinic of Dr. Kim Jacobson is there for you. The family medicine practice was established by her father in 1956 and continues as a medical practice that now specializes in weight reduction. Dr. Kim Jacobson joined the practice 20 years ago as both a family medicine practitioner and weight loss specialist. The Weight Loss Clinic utilizes a combination of appetite suppression medication and vitamins to produce great results, usually 3 to 4 pounds per week for most patients. Now you can change your lifestyle while still still enjoying your own food, just less of it. They offer a choice of 2, 3, or 4-week plans. So whether you just need to lose a few pounds or a lot, the Weight Loss Clinic of Dr. Kim Jacobson can help you. They're located at 5454 Northeast 4th Avenue in Miami, just 2 blocks west of 54th Street and Biscayne Boulevard. Call them at 305-751-0091. They'll be happy to answer any and all of your questions. That's 305-751-0091. Get started on a beautiful new body today with Dr. Kim Jacobson and the Weight Loss Clinic.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty.
Here's how it works.
Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
This is John Etch in the Sports Heads.
You don't flick a player off knowing he can't do anything back because he will get consequences for it. You know, like I applaud Joakim Noah for holding his composure, and then not flipping up, because clearly we see he has a temper as it is.
Tuesday 7 to 9, Thursday 8 to 10.
John Etch and the Sports Heads
on SoFloRadio.com.
And now we return you to By the Glass.
So George, did you play this? This is what you're playing for Holly?
Yeah, it's spooky and it's a love song, and
love is kind of
it's trying to send a message to her.
Yeah, I could tell.
That was kind of crazy.
Sending out those vibes.
Like, yeah.
Cool.
For sure, man. Welcome back
crazy,
to By the Glass,
right,
man.
It's crazy love.
It's like a hipster cool show. Oh no, but it's a Halloween show. We got a lot of really cool stuff though on this show. Welcome back to By the Glass, a show about beverage culture, and we got a lot of really very specific to Halloween type products. We had the Velvet Devil on, and we're gonna have the Pacific Edge Hell and Back coming up. But right now, we have the really cool beer, the Warlock. And does anybody know what a Warlock is?
A male witch.
Yeah, you would know, George.
Well, this could be a Warlock costume. It's whatever I want to call it.
So, George, we're going to call you the Warlock today because we got the Warlock beer. We'll take a picture of the Warlock with George. But really interesting, neat beer we got going here.
By the way, that other beer that we were having,
it's the Iyengar.
The Iyengar, is it pumpkin flavored? I know it's an Oktoberfest beer.
No, it is not.
So we were just tasting the pumpkin and the food we were eating.
Yes.
It really went well.
That's what Holly's doing here, by the way. Thank you for joining us.
Is that what she's doing?
Yes. We have definitely Mrs. Holly Blakney. She's in studio, and she's definitely pairing up some wonderful cupcakes and
smells
fudge
exquisite
with all these great, really cool Halloween-themed beverages we have for you
Halloween.
tonight. Yeah, it's Halloween.
Halloween.
Wow.
Just like all holidays.
Oh, very
everything's about Holly.
Yeah.
We're going to make everything
George
about Holly.
is in a holidays. Whoa.
Whoa. Good one, Brett.
Thank you.
See,
So we're gonna reanimate our senses with this.
I'm a Holly man. See, they got the cross on the head.
Oh, thank you. Hey,
Not a holy man.
George,
a Holly
listen to
man.
this. It says, reanimate your senses with the Warlock's huge roasted malt character.
Careful.
Okay.
George, do you love huge roasted malt character?
Like no one else.
There you go. So we are going to reanimate our senses here. And this is an interesting one. So I think this one has a big time roasted malt, and it also has a little bit of pumpkin pie spice aroma. So it's a little bit of best of both worlds. That's why I wanted to use this one definitely to go with some of the cupcakes or some of the
smell is awesome.
The
lovely
the cheesecake, and the food
A
too.
little bit more of that. Yeah. So we're going to definitely-
cheesecake joke there.
So yeah, definitely. Holly, how did you know to score such great scrumptious treats?
Just because I'm psychic and I know. And I
Yeah.
know what your next move is, George.
Yeah, I'm not very surprising. Although I will. I'll surprise you. You'll see.
Yeah. When you show up in my shower.
Yep. Yep, or in your
I'll be
closet
very
or something like
surprised.
that. You open the door, it's like, oh, there he is.
There.
I think you guys are really going to like this beer.
This is really good.
Okay, so this is the Warlock. Let me see the.
Smells good.
Wow, it smells
This is really amazing
fantastic.
because it's roasted dark like a really. Imperial, it's an imperial stout, but it's brewed with pumpkins and natural flavor.
I don't
So
taste
it's
much of the pumpkin. Though.
Bold and yummy.
Yeah.
That's just me, though.
Wow.
Oh, there's all kinds of pumpkin in there.
There's a
You
lot
don't
of
taste
flavor.
pumpkin spice in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
time
Oh,
pumpkin
they can't
spice
hear
in
you
it.
not on the radio. Yes.
This is amazing. So this one's called the Warlock. Yep. And
I tasted it on the
Dark
second
and
one. I didn't
Mysterious
get it
with
on the first.
Blackwater series is
It's magical.
It's a high gravity series. It reanimate your senses with huge roasted malt character, moderate carbonation, spicy pumpkin pie. This is Southern Tier, folks. Interesting. These guys always do really flavorful beers. These guys are from the Southern Tier of Lake Ontario up in New York, upstate New York, and they always make amazing stuff. This is their Blackwater series. I love. What do you think about like people putting out brands for Halloween specific?
No, it's great.
It's a good idea. Like seasonal stuff keeps things interesting, especially fall flavors.
And it always goes good with like a party. People look for like things that are Halloween themed.
And then you have people that can pair stuff with it.
Yeah, like yours truly.
Yeah, so it works out really well. So fantastic. This is definitely a nice one. Score, Ed. So I guess you can get this one down at your local Total Wine. But yeah, so what you do is you take some of your favorite, Imperial Stouts can be a little bit bold. But this one, they've actually cut a lot of that that bitterness in the finish with that pumpkin pie spice.
It's not as bold as most Imperial Stouts we've had, but it's very, very flavorful nonetheless.
You know what we found is a common theme tonight is a lot of flavor without a lot of big, bold character.
It's very balanced what we're having today.
Yeah, there's a lot of definitely balanced nuances in some of these beers. And folks, you can rush right out to your Total Wine and get all of these beers.
I think George has listened to maybe 1% of this show.
You can go to Total Wine.
It's only when Holly's
get
talking.
most of these beers. I'm remembering everything that Brett says. It's totally another part of my brain.
Yeah, sure.
It's way over here.
It's part of the brain that's actually
one has
above his
nothing
neck.
to do with the other.
Fantastic. Oh, well, let's get this going. Okay, so next we're going to make a really scary, spooky drink that everybody can...
Oh, right. Oh, can't wait.
Yeah.
With
it's
vodka?
called the brain hemorrhage. And this is something that you
Sounds
definitely...
I can relate.
amazing.
Yeah. I was going to say, it does sound amazing. If it's a drink you're drinking...
An hour and 45 minutes now.
Yeah.
Brain hemorrhage.
Absolutely.
Bleeding from my ears.
Bottles are so cute.
So I bought some little bottles, and folks, here's what we do at home. Okay, it's pretty simple. It looks kind of neat. The whole trick of this drink is that it actually looks cool. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna get like a low ball glass. So it could be a rocks glass. No, bigger than that. Give me those low ball glasses right there. No, low ball next to those. There you go. In between. So folks, if you're looking at home, if you took like half a pint glass. If you cut it in half, give me a couple of them. I don't know. Maybe we'll make more than one.
There's some clean ones.
Okay. Now, I'm not
in the
sure
kitchen.
what it says here. It says you pour the peach schnapps into the glass, slowly add the Irish cream, top it off with a splash of grenadine so that it drips to the bottom of the glass. This is not something that you add ice to.
The grenadine
So-
is last, I know that much.
So we might just want to make one and then pour it into 4 glasses, right?
Yeah,
what do you
because-
guys think? Because this is going to look... How about we have Holly make it? Why don't
Okay.
you make it for us, Holly?
Okay.
Okay, so you
Instruct
take
me.
that right there. Okay, we're going to instruct you. So you want to pour the peach schnapps into the glass. So bust open a couple of those peach schnapps and pour them into the glass for us.
Oh, I'm not strong enough to open this. Please, George, open it for me.
You're her hero, George.
I'm gonna owe you so badly after this.
Passing right out.
What were the instructions?
This poor dude
it's a
couldn't
long
walk
time
if
ago.
he stood up right now.
Just pour it in there. You're good.
Just pour it in, just
Yep.
like that.
Like that, yeah. Oh, boy. She knows how to
You've done this
decant.
before.
Maybe a couple of times. You want both?
Double
in
it
this
up,
one?
yeah. Double or
Ooh,
nothing.
Careful.
Yeah.
Here it goes.
Oh, that's
Right into
great.
the glass.
There we go. It's
Oh, and then
fantastic. Oh,
Oh.
don't want to.
Yeah, you don't wanna
drop.
No.
Absolutely.
Waste any drops.
Not at
Nah.
all.
I might add, this might be the best video we've ever done.
All right.
Yeah, we've got a whole new video system going here.
And it's working well.
Can you see the perspiration?
You know what really looks cool though? I like the night scene. I'm kind of we have not recorded
It's
here.
getting later in the
At
year.
night. It's getting later in the
Right.
year, and soon it'll be pitch black outside when we're recording. And with the window to the right of me and the city scene to the left,
And the Joker
kind
to
of
your
really
left.
looks like a whole city scene. It comes up. This looks like This looks really good, like a good
Yeah.
radio station.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's
I
really
like it.
starting to come around. All right. So back to our
Yes.
spooky, mysterious drink.
By the way,
Okay.
yeah.
Holly's really hot.
Wait,
Thought I'd-
you only waited till
That's,
6:48 to say that.
I don't know. I just felt like I've gone too long.
No,
without
say that
making
for the
point.
100th time today. It's 6:48.
Yeah, that's like at least
Yeah.
102 times he said
Yeah.
already.
Has he? Oh,
Yeah. I'm waiting
You
for
see,
a
you
new
were-
word.
you
to
were
pop
talking
up,
to Ed.
To be honest,
Oh, I was talking to Ed. Is that what he was signing over?
I'll
Yeah.
get my
Yeah.
thesaurus.
Yeah.
he was like,
Hot.
"You're really
Beautiful.
hot."
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I thought he meant that he was
Amazing.
really hot in this cloak and dagger.
That too.
That too.
And definitely.
It's okay.
It's all right. He can do it.
Can't feel a thing.
Absolutely. He's high on life.
George,
Just
just
saying.
be quiet before I spank you.
Ooh, I knew it was going to come to this.
I'm going to be really noisy
No, it
now.
would take you till 6:49 to do it. No.
Opening up a big rude mouth now.
Okay, so then you...
And then what?
Maybe if you have if you want to open that.
Is that
Irish cream, you could.
Whoa!
Dude.
She opens.
Whoa, look at her.
When it
strong.
comes to cream, it comes open.
And then just pour.
Always.
Yeah, exactly.
I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
Slowly. Add it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's what
Look at
it
that.
says.
Wow.
Nice effect.
That's the brain right there. There's your brain.
Yeah.
Your brain on by the glass. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
this
You
is
get
your
a
brain.
perfect sphere going right there.
Well, that's what I do. You know,
She's a sphere maker.
I have a really steady.
Guys, if you've
flow.
seen this at home, it's pretty amazing. So you can see it right there. It's actually filling the glass.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, you definitely can see it. It's filling the glass. So you start out with the schnapps, and then you can use any kind of schnapps. It doesn't have to be peach, but that's the one they use in the ingredient.
That's very appropriate.
Oh, look at that.
Peach.
That's really cool how it all kind of like separates and everything.
Yeah, and
this
then-
is a visual effect, folks. This is a visual.
The coolest part is not even this one. The coolest part's when this sucker
Yeah.
starts to come in.
Absolutely. So what we've done is we've taken the peach schnapps and we've poured it into the glass ever so gently.
Ever so gently.
Ever so lightly.
And
So
it
much
really
care.
needed a woman's touch. I'm
God you're
glad
here.
that you
Think of a couple things. Need a woman's touch. Or it's just not right.
Fantastic.
I wonder what the policies on this new service is.
Huh? Policy
Oh wait,
what?
don't spill a drop.
Yeah, don't.
And then of course Dio opened the grenadine for you. Now we just want to do
Yeah,
a
this
couple
is
of,
red. I'm gonna be watching this video again
just
later.
a couple of drops of grenadine.
Oh,
Is that all? You know, we
I
got the
hope-
little thingies, the little
It's okay.
inserts.
Just
I got it.
All right.
I got it.
All right.
Oh yeah. And you want it to pour like blood,
Blue.
right?
Blue.
And that's the. There you go. There's your brain hemorrhage, right?
Right
you
there.
yeah, there you go. Start pouring till it spills a little bit to the bottom.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Just drip it around till it spills a little. There you go. Yeah, around the outside there. Let's get a shot of that. Who's got? Definitely see that camera going. You're doing such a great job here,
Thank
creating
you.
a brain hemorrhage, and then the drink too.
Well, it wouldn't be my first time.
Yeah,
Take a picture.
George is having a brain hemorrhage as we speak.
Yep.
And then the. Let's get a shot of that there.
George has been hemorrhaging since the show started. Before the show started.
Yeah, what a great view that is.
We got the. There we go. Great, great drink. Very
Yeah.
beautiful. Anyway, so basically, what we're doing here is we're creating a brain hemorrhage, folks, where we've taken schnapps and then we've taken some Irish mist there and poured it down, and then we've added the grenadine. What does that look like? Does it look pretty cool?
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
That's a scary looking, nasty.
It looks like a
looking
mass of
It is.
flesh. I don't know about a brain, but it looks like a lump
right?
of flesh.
It's pretty gross. I mean, that is nasty
It loo-
for
it looks-
Halloween.
it looks gross. Are we
that is
gonna drink
definitely
it?
Something that
Oh, yeah.
we're going to be drinking.
right.
I hope it tastes good.
Do we?
We're
Get
going to
it
be
out of the
drinking
way.
it.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Do we pour that into other things or just pass
Yeah.
that around?
No, let's do a little of this.
All right.
Oh, this is gross looking. Let's pass it around.
So
Everybody give
gross.
me your cups. Give me your cups here so we can pass it
Dio's got-
around.
yeah.
And we're gonna
Oh
be doing
my
it. We're all doing
God.
this. Oh, it's brain.
Wait, we have to do it at the same time. I don't
brain.
think I can handle it.
Oh, it's brain.
Oh my god.
Here you go.
All right.
All right, everybody. Who wants? I'll
That's
take
the
credit.
hemorrhage.
All right, here we go.
Oh my! I
Here's
have
the-
brains on my
Here's
glass.
brain and flesh and everything. Here you go. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Bon voyage.
Oh no!
That's the best
Wow.
brain I ever tasted. Wow.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, that really does.
That
work
was
out.
so good.
Yeah.
It looks bad. It tastes great.
I can't look at it though.
Close your eyes and drink.
It's utterly
Yeah.
disgusting to
It-
look
it
at,
is.
but tastes so good. So I've just described
I'm
many
too
things in
girly
this
for that
world.
drink.
Really?
I'm letting that one go.
I
'Cause
can't
I don't-
even look at it.
I was waiting for you to jump in, George.
Well, there's nothing that I know
George,
that's like
it
that.
looks like there are brains on your glass.
It's gross, isn't
and,
it?
and it's going to be on my tongue now.
It truly looks just
hot.
disgusting.
Show me. Oh.
Oh, he just got it all over himself. That's so nasty.
She said, "I can't disobey.
You're right.
I can't. I'm powerless.
Fantastic. So we are here live at the studio, and we are making you all kinds of really spooky, interesting Halloween drinks tonight. We've had some really cool stuff. Hey, why don't you play some spooky music?
Ooh, excellent.
Yeah. And it's our Halloween show. We will be replaying this Thursday at 6, so all you guys getting ready to put on your makeup and everything and to go out and to stalk people or to take the kids
That's
around.
what I'm doing, by the way.
You're stalking people?
Oh yeah.
Or you're getting stalked.
Oh yeah, I didn't even tell you.
No, tell me.
Yeah,
all about it.
like I'll go stalk like people for fun on Halloween.
So while you're
Like-
stalking people,
like-
he's going to be stalking
Stalking
you.
you, that's going to be comedy. That's,
like my new
Well, you
boyfriend.
know how it really is, though. Holly will just so happen to walk
He doesn't know
out
it
into
yet.
traffic, right? She'll just be walking along the street, and she'll just stumble out into traffic, and then all of a sudden George will come and save her last minute, and she'll be like, he'll
I'll
have
be
to
like,
break his
"Oh,
cover."
George, I owe you now.
Yeah, exactly.
What can I possibly do? You saved my life."
I don't know.
And it just so happens that Dio is
use some
filming.
help washing my window.
Yeah, exactly.
With his iPhone.
That'll be twice that he owes her. One
My
for
dishes
opening
are
peach
kinda
schnapps and the
piled
other
up.
for saving her life.
Dishes are kind of
Piled up. Could you help me with that there? I guess, my vacuum cleaner. Can I borrow your
You got some
vacuum?
laundry, George?
Actually, I'm good at laundry. I like to fluff and fold.
So do I. Maybe we could do laundry
quite the
together.
I don't think I was going to say I don't know
Wash
about
some.
folding, but fluffing maybe.
We could wash some dirty things together.
So that's what's going to happen, and it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful All Hallows Eve. And we can't thank everybody enough for calling in tonight. It was a wonderful.
Thank you, Ed.
Thank you, Ed.
Ed and everybody for coming on and making a great part of the show. I really want to thank Ed for putting together a really great lineup of shows. He was out of all month. He was out of the country, and really some of these shows that we've had in the last few weeks have been really great. Diplomatico Rum. We had a wonderful
that was
time.
so much fun.
Guys, go back and check out Diplomatico Rum, and
Yeah,
really
that was
this
just,
great line of rums that are cost you the most is going to be $40 for these unbelievable rums. Go
No,
check
it
that
was
out.
even cheaper than that. I
That
think.
was $40 was the top of the
Yeah,
line.
and that was delicious.
It was unbelievable. I drank it. I was on vacation.
Yeah,
last
12-year-old
week, and
rum.
I drank about 3 bottles. So
That tequila from last week.
Oh yeah.
And last week we had
Took it out 2 sessions. That bottle.
Partita tequila.
Yeah.
Tell me about drinking that tequila, George. How was it?
It was amazing. And by the way, I'll tell you a little story off the air.
Okay.
But not only was it delicious, and that's why it disappeared so very quickly, but the whole that high end pure agave gave me like a little MSG tingle kind of in my mouth.
Wow.
Like that. Yeah, it was good. It was like really good.
Fantastic.
If you like that kind
you
of
had
effect.
me at tingle in your mouth.
It was quite tingly.
And of course, this wonderful Halloween show with the amazing Holly Blakney coming in.
you.
Holly, can we get you to come in and train some dogs on your
I'll
next show?
come in and train whatever you want.
I'll just go
Dogs,
round up some
George.
strays.
Yeah,
George
whatever
and
you
my
want.
dog have both been pooping in the hall at night. Just wondering how I can fix that.
Not a
Maybe I can get a
problem.
free session if I bring you on the show. I'll bring my dog in. And,
Came back from India. They all do it over there. What? What's the big deal?
We'll make them both sit for 5 minutes.
Oh,
It'll be
you know, we should do a
What?
dog themed by the glass show.
We can, because
all
I'll
the
bring my
dog
dog in.
beers.
Great
Oh,
idea.
dog beers.
Anything with a dog in it.
Dogfish.
We'll
head.
definitely
Sea dog.
Ed, get on that. Ed, get
Yeah,
on, get on
Ed.
that. Sea dog. Any dog themed beer, fantastic.
we'll wear
have
doggy
you back.
hoods.
Fish.
And we'll definitely have you back in for that. So, but I want to thank you for coming in and making all these wonderful, great treats and pairing them all. You did a really fantastic
My
job. You and Ed, you
pleasure.
guys work so great together. It's unbelievable. You're always a pleasure. Definitely. We want everybody to be super safe. Please do not drink and drive. Do not drink. Don't overconsume when you're drinking. Be responsible out there. We want you to come back safe and listen to us every Thursday at 6:00 on SoFlo Radio and BuyTheGlassShow.com, where you're going to find amazing archives of all kinds of shows. We got years worth of shows. We've interviewed everybody that you can think of that does have anything to do with a beverage. We really have. It's unbelievable. And also, we have some really great stuff coming up. We're going to have the Organic Brewery of Hollywood coming in. We're going to have the Saltwater Brewery of Del Rey coming in. And then we might even have Jonathan Wakefield on. And this guy is the rising star. He's like one of the hottest new craft brewers that there is. I'm serious. This guy's as famous as Cigar City.
You're gonna have
he's
Jonathan on?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so see,
That's
Holly knows it.
impressive.
Yeah, there you go. So hey, wow, I'm impressive. That's really, no, but seriously, no, we're gonna have definitely some great shows coming up, and we want you guys to tune in. Yeah, I think things are really happening. Our star's really on the rise. What do you think,
man,
George?
I agree.
Yeah, and it all starts
So-
off with this wonderful spooky
We're playing spooky music for the out music
Halloween
today. 'cause
You
of
do
the
that
theme.
so well.
Thank you. I was once a voiceover in my past life as cheesy vampire.
Can you count?
1, 2. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so thanks so much to everybody to make this happen, and really have a wonderful time. And enjoy your Halloween. Be safe. And definitely, if you have a stalker, call out George, and he should appear from behind the
That's right. It's me.
Perfect.
Have a wonderful time. Thanks so much for Holly coming in. It was
Thank you.
an absolute pleasure to have you. All right, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful night. Be safe out there, and happy Halloween.
Streaming live from the beautiful city of Hollywood, Florida, USA. This is SoFloRadio.com.